Dr. Shoko's evidence in this respect was the following, and this we see on page 3 of the proceedings of 2 February 2024. Says we check the whole body from the waist up, and we see anything that's not within our scope. We are taught and instructed to refer these patients to certain disciplines so they can deal with those factors.
Umshushisi uthi-ke kuloko kushoyo manje kufunda bona ubufakazi bakhe udokotela uhlokwe ukuthi-ke siyabheka-ke noma-ke i-patient siyayibheka umzimba wonke uma ngabe kukhona-ke esikutholayo noma esikubonayo okungasiwona umsebenzi wethu kufanele-ke siwudlulisele kuloyo-ke osebenza ngako lokho thina esikutholayo noma esikubonile. I was never checked for that. You must recall that I am gainfully employed, so I am aware and know what it is that needs to be checked because we are being trained in that regard. It is not possible that when I have an injury on my elbow and then I would then be referred to a doctor that deals with feet or legs.
Thank you. Next, we wish to deal with Exhibit SS. This is the occurrence book from Pretoria Ward Police Station from the 22nd of June 2020. And we refer to entry 1661 at 1550. It says prisoner received Sergeant Mohani from National Cold Case Unit of Pretoria, handed in one male, Bongani Sandiso Ntanzi, Puking CAS 118/6/2020, possession of unlicensed ammunition. It gives the, this is now on the 22nd of June 2020. It gives the cell register number SAP 14/108/6/2020 and the notice of rights number 14A 50947284 Bongani Ntanzi without any visible injuries. He confirmed, and it says handed correctly, countersigned by Sergeant Mohani.
Pretoria Mood noma ke i-occurrence book la bhala khona ke kumasebe ase-Pretoria Mood isikhathi 1550 isiboshwa lesamukelwa uSergeant Mufane wase-National Cold Case Unit Pretoria, Bongani Sandiso Ntanzi, case 118/06/2020 tholakala benenhlamvu engekho emthethweni. SAPS 14/1086/2020, SAPS 14A 50947284 Bongani Ntanzi tholakala ke noma ke enkungekho kulimala okubonakalayo waqinisekisa. Confirmed by, am I the one who confirmed what it says confirmed? That I confirmed?
Yes.
Yeah.
It says he confirmed.
No, that's not true. I did say before the court that of all the police stations where I was kept, there's not a single police station where I'll be able to point out the reception area thereof, of that police station.
Yes. Well, I just want to show these entries to my colleagues. We read it as he confirmed, just show it to our colleagues. Just if my colleagues can look at the entry and indicate if they have any issues. We then proceeding. The next entry that we wish to refer, it's on the 24th of June 2020. It's entry 1826 over 1857. It's at 1320. It says investigation out. Sergeant Mukhani out with one male from National Cold Case Investigation. Says Bongani Ntanzi. Gives the so register number SAPS 14/108 6/2020. Then says CAS 118/6/2020 without injuries and no complaints. Says correctly received, countersigned by Sergeant Mukhani.
Bese babhala futhi ke bangolesithathu nge-24 kaJune 2020 isikhathi ke 13:20 20:1 investigation out uphenyo Sergeant Mukhane phuma ke umuntu wesilisa ke oyedwa kuye National Cold Case Investigation uphenyo Bongani Ntanzi SAPS 14/108/06/2020 case 118/06/2020 akukho ukulimala akukho futhi noma ke akhono ngakho nakho noma isikhalo abanaso. My Lord, I did not see where these documents were completed. If I were to see the one where where it says he confirmed. That where it's indicated, my Lord, he confirmed. This is not true. And as I'm looking at this, my Lord, these are different handwritings. Where it's written my name, Bongani Ntanzi, my Lord, it's a different handwriting. It's very clear, my Lord, that this was put in a machine and a copy was made. Now, when my name was written, my Lord, it's handwritten, but no longer part of the copy. Yes. Please indicate or show that to my lawyer what I'm referring to.
It's fine. We will get the original.
Speaking for myself, this is how I litigate. This is not how I litigate. I do not receive documents from the state and bring them to me. They have I need time to to treat them, analyze and understand them. This is not how I litigate. Speaking for myself.
Well, my lord, the copy of the SAP 10, the occurrence book from Pretoria Moot Police Station, was disclosed to the defense, but we will also get the original.
Inkantolo advocate umnisiphuthi akusiyona-ke indlela asebenza ngayo ukuthi anikezwe i-document noma iphepha manje-ke abesiyalibuka kufanele athathe isikhathi-ke alibukeke noma alibheke iphepha lelo. Kodwa umbuso uyasho-ke ukuthi-ke le ncwadi lena-ke yasePretoria Moot abameli noma abeyinikiwe.
Kwamina ngiyaqala ukuzwa ngale ncwadi kuthiwa mina ngaconfirm ngiqala ukuzwa ngoba ngisebhoxini lapha.
I'm also hearing for the first time about this document, my lord, as I'm sending the doc that I confirmed.
Ngoba lento yakhona ukuthi ibhalwe umuntu ey'tsukwini ingathi izinto nje ibhalwe nje umuntu ngoba ngenhla kubhalwe kubhalwe ukuthi iphepha copy liyabonakala ngezathu sekubhalwe ngepeni.
Because it's quite clear, my lord, that it was written by someone during the days, my lord, because you can see it's a copy, but then it was handwritten.
Right, Mr. Ntanzi, you'll recall that this date of the 24th of June 2020, that is the date on which you appeared at Boksburg Magistrate Court, is that correct?
Uzokhumbula-ke ukuthi ilanga leli langa i-24 June 2020 ilanga-ke owawuvela-ke enkantolo ngalo eBoksburg.
Cha, ikikatela ngavela uya Boksburg nge-24.
No, there's no court where I appeared on the 24th in Boksburg.
No, at Boksburg Magistrate Court offices before Mrs. Vivian Cronje.
Ema-ofisi asenkantolo yaseBoksburg phambi ko-magistrate uMiss Cronje. Hayi enkantolo kodwa-ke yebo ibhilidi lona ibhilidi lenkantolo kodwa-ke wawuse-ofisi thizeni lapho eBoksburg Magistrate Court.
This is with reference to Exhibit J.
I hear you.
This is with reference to.
Because I did not take myself there.
This is with reference to Exhibit JJ. Now, Mr. Ntanzi, you have testified about what happened there at the Boksburg Magistrate Court, that after you've been taken to Boksburg Magistrate Court, you went up the stairs to the upper level where you met a gentleman who introduced where you met a gentleman who said he was there, he's been sent by your family.
Bethuke ubufakazi-ke nalokho okwenzeka ngaleli langa leli langa 24 kuJune 2020 la ushilo khona-ke ukuthi-ke wathi-ke uma ukhuphuka laphayana kunalo mlisa thizeni owahlangana naye owakutshela ukuthi wathunyelwa umndeni wakho laphayana. Yes, my lord.
And that you were eventually taken to the office of Mrs. Cronje.
Ukuthi wagcina-ke usuhanjiswa-ke usuka kulona-ke ihhovisi lika-Miss Cronje.
Ngagcina ngena mangangisemnyango.
I ended up going in because I was at the door.
Yes. You mentioned that Sergeant Mohani had an envelope on this particular day when he entered the office of the magistrate, Mrs. Cronje.
Shilo-ke nokuthi-ke uSergeant Mohani unenvelope ayiphethe kuyena ngalelo langa lelo ngesikhathi-ke engena ehhovisi lakhe uMiss Cronje.
Akuqala silungisela angazi ukuthi ihhovisi laKonye umuntu umhani wathatha envelope ongena lapha engangigcina ngene khona.
Firstly, let's rectify this. I don't know that whether it was Cronje's office. I said that Mohani had an envelope and he went up to where I ended up going in.
angenanga naye mina ngangisemotweni ngimbone enyuka idebhisi.
I did not go with him. I was in the vehicle and saw him going up the stairs.
And your evidence is that upon his return, he did not have the envelope.
Washo-ke nokuthi uma esebuya uMkhanya wayengasayiphethe leya envelope leya.
Wayengaphethe lutho.
Yes, he had nothing.
Now, Mr. Ntanzi, you'll recall that when we were dealing with the confession before Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu, Exhibit HH, you also averred there that when you went to pick up Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu at Krisani Baragwanath Hospital that he had a brown envelope.
Uzokhumbula-ke kubufakazi bakho ngesikhathi besikhuluma-ke ngestatement eke sebonile kaphecelezi confession le eyenziwa phambi kwakhe uKenel Rapadu ushilo nalapho ukuthi ngesikhathi niyomlanda noma niyakena-ke lapha esibhedlela eBaragwana ukuthi naye wayene envelope ebrown kuyena ubaba Rapadu.
Wakhipha amaphepha phakathi wafunda ngishilo lokho.
Yes, there were documents inside that he took out and read them. I said that.
Siphinde futhi sigcizelele la mina azange ngibhale statement. Azange ngisho futhi ngifuna ukubhala statement.
And can you also emphasize on this one? I never wrote a statement and I never said that I wanted to go and write a statement.
Yes. And you are also, as far as the events of the 24th of June 2020, before Ms. Cronje, you are also saying Sergeant Mokhane had an envelope which he left in the office of Ms. Cronje.
Manje-ke ngokwenzeka ngazo i-24 lezi-ke
that's an incorrect proposition. The witness said as he entered, he went up the stairs, he had an envelope with him. When he returned, he did not have it. He does not say he left it with Ms. Vivian Cronje.
So we'll rephrase that. What is your version? What happened to the envelope that Sergeant Mokhane had?
nanjengoba ushilo ukuthi-ke uMkhane wayenale envelope wayiphethe kuyena wakhuphuka-ke idebhisi uma esebuya ubuya engesenayo kwenzekani ngale envelope?
Wabuya weza kithi emotweni envelope engayiphethe angiyazi ngaphakathi.
He came back to us in the vehicle. He did not have the envelope. I don't know what happened there inside there.
Yes, but did you again see that envelope?
Ingabe wabuya wayibona futhi wena manje wabuya wayibona futhi leyo envelope?
Ngabona gcola amaphepha phambi komama omlungu bese ngifike kuyo ngoba ne-ID yami yayikhona nakhomba khona vele yayifaka amaphepha ne-ID number yami i-ID number yami ngiyithola khona kumlungu.
When I got into that office where the white lady was, there were documents there and my ID, which then indicates that the papers as well as my ID were inside there.
Inside what?
Ayephakathi kuphi?
Kukhomba ukuthi yayiphakathi le-envelope ngoba ne-ID.
Inside the envelope was my ID.
Ngiyibona phambi kwakho umama omlungu ID mase ngikhona phakathi.
When I was already inside now, I saw my ID in front of the white lady.
Yes. You recall, Mr. Ntanzi, when we dealt with the Exhibit HH, the pro forma and statement to Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu, your evidence there was also that Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu had your identity document there at a place near a board that was written Orlando, near the abandoned ATMs, near the dumping site.
Uzokhumbula-ke ukuthi ngesikhathi-ke sikhuluma ngalesiya istatement eke eku-HH lesi u-Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu ukuthi nalapho ushilo ukuthi-ke kuleya ndawo leyana-ke uthi-ke wamthola noma namthola ekuyona-ke ekwakunebhodi ebhalwe Orlando ukuthi naye uKenel Rapadu i-ID yakho wayiphethe kuyena.
yebo siphinde silungise la angisho ukuthi sanithola lapha ngithe mina ngisuke naye eBarakwana until asafika lapha esafika khona.
Yes, but can you rectify this? I did not say that's where we found him. I said we left Baragwanath with him until we reached that place.
Yes, but the point that you are putting across is that your version there was that Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu had your identity document.
Yeah, but what
with the documents, with the other documents that he had.
Yeah, but what does it show you? Ukuthi naye uKolonel Rapadu ushilo ukuthi naye iID yakho wayephethe kuyena.
Yebo ngangibona mina.
Yes, I saw it.
Yes. So here with the proceedings before Mrs. Cronje, the magistrate, you are also saying that you saw your identity document on her table.
Nalana ke kuyena uMrs. Cronje uthi nala kuyena ke iID yakho wayibona phambi kwakhe.
Ngiyabona namaphepha phambi kwakhe.
I saw it together with the documents that were in front of her.
No. Mr. Ntanzi, when you testified in chief, you gave an extensive account of what happened when you were in the presence of Ms. Cronje.
Ngesikhathi ke uthola ubufakazi bakho ke noma ke uqala ke eqaleni nje ubufakazi bakho ukhulumela kabanzi ke ukuthi yini kahle kahle eyenzeka ngesikhathi ke uphambi kwakhe uMrs. Cronje.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was also an interpreter there, is that correct, Ms. Mutlapin?
Laphayana ngalela langa lange-24 uJune 2020 la uthi khona wawunomama umlungu kwakukhona notolika angithi uMrs. Mutlapin. Although I can't remember or recall her name, but there is a lady that I found there.
And we just trying to succinctly set out what your version is regarding the completion of the pro forma as per Exhibit JJ, as well as the annexure there to the statement.
Sizamake ukuthi ke sivezeleke noma sisho ukuthi ubufakazi bakho babuthinike mayelana nazo ke noma ke yena uExhibit JJ lo.
And you can correct us if perhaps we don't summarize your version correctly.
Uma ngabe singakufinyezi kahle ke uzosho noma ke usilungisele.
Now, your version, if we understand you correctly, and as I mentioned that the version that you gave is quite extensive. Your version amounts to the following. That the magistrate did not ask you the questions that appear in the pro forma Exhibit JJ.
Inkulumo yakho ke ithi imibuzo ke lena ke elana ke phecelezi ngaphambi kokuthi sifike ngale kunalana awuqala amaphepha phecelezi i-pro forma uthi le mibuzo elana umagistrate akaze akubuze yona.
And you did not.
Yes, that's what I said.
And you did not furnish the answers that appear therein.
Nokuthi ke impendulo ezibhaliwe lana akuwena umuntu owanikeza ngazo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Except for the following.
Ngaphandle kwaloko okulandelayo.
those questions pertaining to your name,
imibuzo mayelana negama lakho,
surname,
isibongo,
address,
ikheli
and the request that you made
kanye nesicelo owasenza
regarding wanting to make telephone contact
ukuthi ke wawufisa ukuthi ke ushaye ucingo noma ufone,
the complaint regarding the lack of bathing,
kanye futhi ke nesikhalo owawunaso sokungagezi.
Is that the correct summation of your version?
Ingabe ngikufinyeza kahle uma ngisho kanjalo?
yebo ngiyakuzwa.
Yes, I hear you.
And that when you were placing your full signature on page 8, you thought you were signing for your requests regarding you wanting to make telephone contact.
Nokuthi ke ngesikhathi ke usayinda ke la ku page 8 ukuthi wena wawucabanga ukuthi ke usayindela isicelo leso owawusenzile. Yes.
Exchange of clothes.
Kushintsha impahla.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the request to bath.
Nesicelo sokuthi ugeze.
Yeah.
Yes.
Insofar as the statement that accompany the pro forma is concerned, your version is that you did not sign the statement in the presence of the magistrate.
Ngokumayelana ke nestatement ke istatement lesi esihamba manje ke nalama form lana phecelezi ke pro forma uthi wena ke ukusayinda istatement lesi awukazi usayinde phambi kwakhe umagistrate.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this we see during the proceedings of 17 October 2020, page 7. Your counsel at line 23, Mr. Ramsepile, the deponent did not sign the statement, and the court asked that the deponent did not sign, and his counsel says statement. This is on page 8 before Ms. Grenier. Then counsel says correct, and the court said the deponent did not sign the statement before Ms. Grenier.
Lokho ke umshushisi lokafundayo ukuthi ke ukufaka uyena ke ummeli wakho etshela ke inkantolo kusho ukuthi ke awusayindanga noma uma ngabe usayinda usayindanga phambi kwayo imantshi uMiss Grenier.
Nami ngasho kanjalo.
That's what I also said before the court.
Now, you mentioned that part of the information that you furnished to the magistrate pertains to your address. Is that correct?
Ushilo ke ukuthi ke kulokho owakusho noma ke imininingwane owayinikeza ke uMiss Grenier ikheli lakho kokunye waloko owamnikeza kona noma wamtshela kona ikheli iaddress.
Yeah, wona masingasaphiwa masekuthutha udala ukuqhelana.
Yes, although I can't remember that well because it's long ago.
But if you were to look at the pro forma exhibit JJ,
Page.
if we were to look, let's start on the first page. Does your address appear
Uma singaqala la kule page yoqala
anywhere on that page?
ikheli lakho likhona la.
Angiboni kahle ubhala ngesandla esincane.
I can't see that clearly that way because the handwriting is very fine.
Well, let's put it to you this way, that there's no recorder of your address on Exhibit JJ, and unless if you were to pinpoint that to us. We couldn't find any reference to your address on Exhibit JJ.
Uthi ke umshushisi ngaphandle kokuthi wena ke ungabakhombisa noma ungakhombisa ke kodwa bona kuma bebuka bebheka la ku Exhibit JJ nje akukho la ikheli lakho elibhalwe khona.
Ngathi la phambi kodwa ngisakhumbula uma wangibuza i-address ngasho kanjalo.
What I said before the court is that I can't recall as to whether she asked me for my address.
Now, the magistrate Ms. Grenier testified before this court and we just wish to refer to her evidence on the 17th of October 2020, page 17, line 22. Ms. Grenier says, after Sergeant Mokhani had then provided me with all the details, my lord, that is now the police station, the case number, his particulars, where he was coming from, I then requested him to leave the office, and the door was then closed. People that were now in the office at that time, it was myself, the interpreter, and the person in the handcuffs, as well as the person who was wearing the suit, Mr. Mjiako.
Lana ke uMsonye uthi emuva kokuthi ke uSergeant Mokhane wanginikeza ke yonke imininingwane inkosi enkantolo ukuthi police station i-case number imininingwane yakhe la ayeqhamuka khona noma ebuya khona ngase ngimcela ke ukuthi ke aphume ehhovisi noma ke officeini sase isibaba ke bakalokho siyavalwa abantu ke ababe lapho eofficeini ngaleso sikhathi leso kwakuyimina uTolika umuntu lona ke owayefakwe ozankosi kanye naloyo ke owayegqoke isuti umnumzana uMjiyako.
Yebo.
Yes.
Abethi vele uMjiyako mina ngimthola khona.
I found Mjiyako there.
This is confirmed by what appears in the, it says, statement in terms of section 217 of Act 51 of 1977. Says police station and cast number Fossilores 636/10/2014 on this 24th day of June 2020 at 14:30 and at Boxback. Before me, Ms. V. Grenier, additional magistrate for the District of Ekurhuleni North, and behind closed doors I invite the deponent into my private office, room number 2, and in the presence of Ms. Evelyn Tsepiso Motlaping as interpreter appears Bongani Sandiso Ntanzi, male, 1990/12/02, assisted by Mr. Dominic Ntokozo Mjiako, then in brackets, on request and on insistence of Mr. Ntanzi.
Lokho kodwa ufundwa manje nje kulobufakazi lobu-ke obobulana manje buqinisekiswa-ke yilokhu okubhalwe lana-ke phezulu laphayana kubhaliwe-ke ukuthi istatimende esenziwe-ke ngaphansi kwakhe-ke ngaphansi kwawo umthetho usection 217 ka-51 ka-1977. I-police station kanye ne-case number i-Phosphorus 63610 2014 ngaleli langa i-24 zika-June 2020 isikhathi u-14:30 e-Boksburg ekuruleni phambi kwami uMiss V Cronje ngisehhovisi-ke ngase ngibiza-ke noma ngicela-ke umuntu-ke loyo uzokwenza istatement ukuthi angene-ke kuroom number 2 ukhona-ke noMiss Evelyn Tshepiso Mutlaphing uTolika uBongani Sandiso Ntanzi umuntu wesilisa 1990-1202 elekelelwa noma-ke esizwa u-M Dominic Ntokozo Mjiyako ngesicelo ngesicelo noma nokugcizelela kwakhe uMr Ntanzi.
Chango sengathi akulona iqiniso la.
No my lord, that's not true.
What is not true?
Ikuphi okungasilona iqiniso?
Ukuthi mina ngavuma ukuthi lo muntu lo ngummeli wami uyawatshena mina eminyango ukuthi uthunywe ifamily yami.
That it was on my request that this person, or that I confirmed that this person was my legal representative. I was informed by him at the door that he was sent by my family.
Siphinde futhi mphendule leyo office. Mina ngazi ukuthi office iba nomnyango wodwa. Hayi ukuthi office ukuthi ngihleli la kuthiwa office but ngibona umuntu ohamba passage akusile office le.
As far as and we come to the issue of the office. As far as my knowledge goes, an office only has one door. You cannot be sitting somewhere here and then it's referred to an office, but you are able to see someone walking over there in a passage.
Manje yona ngingazi ngahlambe ama offices wazi ngendlela ehlukene yona into engazi office iba nomnyango wodwa.
Maybe our knowledge as far as offices are concerned are different, but I know an office to only have one door.
And the pro forma exhibit JJ states further the deponent was brought to my office by Sergeant Mohani of the National Cold Case Investigation Unit.
Iyaqhubeka-ke iform lena-ke ukuthi-ke walethwa-ke kulela ofisi-ke ulethwa uyena uSergeant uSergeant uMohane obuya-ke e-National Cold Case Investigation Unit ePitoli.
Siphinde futhi ngiphendule answer le mina office lapha ngene noMkhane ngene no Jonathan nalo behlala la igama lakho uthi ngiyalikohla Nkosi enkantolo.
When I entered that office, I was in the company of Mohane, Jonathan, and the other gentleman who used to sit here, just that I forget his name.
But the police officers eventually left the office, is that correct?
Kodwa-ke ekugcineni-ke amaphoyisa lawo agcina esephuma e-ofisini angithi. Bagcina bephuma bakuletha kodwa ekugcineni baphuma kulelo office lelo.
Abasukanga baphuma same time. Angithi kwakubhizi bekhuluma Afrikaans angizwa nesilungu ansizwa busy ukukhuluma.
They did not just immediately leave. They were speaking amongst themselves there. They were speaking in Afrikaans. I don't understand Afrikaans. I also don't understand English.
Yes, but the fact is when Ms. Cronje started going through the form with you, they had already left the office.
Kodwa-ke uma ngabe seqala ukukhuluma nawo Ms. Cronje ngayo iform lena babe sebephumile bona.
Mayiqala ukukhuluma nami ngefoni.
Yeah.
Angithi mama nangithole ibhalele ezinye izinto.
When I got there, I found the lady busy writing other stuff.
So ngazi ngani ukuthi uqale phi ukubhala wagcina kuphi.
So how do I know as to where she started writing and where she stopped?
But the police officers did leave the office, as we've just indicated to you in the evidence of Ms. Cronje, that I then requested him to leave the office, and the door was then closed. People that were now in the office at that time, it was myself, the interpreter, the person in the handcuffs, as well as the person that was wearing the suit, Mr. Mjiyako.
kodwa ke egcineni bagcina ke sebephuma nanjengoba bese kufundeleke ukuthi uMr Cronje uthini uthi ke abantu ababese office kwakuyena uTolika wena kanye futhi ke nomlisa loyana ke owayigqoke isuti umjiyakho ukuthi ukuthi ke agcina ephuma eoffice amaphoyisa wona
yebo aphuma malapha eminyango amangivula umnyango abathola khona eminyango.
Yes, they went out, but they stood at the door because when I opened the door, I found them standing there at the door.
Umuntu uyiwana engangembona lo mama umlungu lapha epassage lo lapha ephithize ephezeni ngazwe nalo ecofa icomputer ngapha kwelinye kwekhoneti.
The person that I was able to see, there was this particular white lady that was in the passage, and then there was someone else around the corner who was busy on a PC computer.
Now, Ms. Cronje further testified that she spoke to you in a more informal way, just to make you feel at ease.
Kubufakazi bakhe ke abethule umama ke lona uMs Cronje owayitshela ke inkantolo ukuthi wakhuluma ke nawe ukuthi ke inhloso yalokho ukuthi nje kwakuwukuthi wena ke uzizwe ukhululekile.
This week
No, that's not true. I was not at ease.
Now, this we see during the proceedings of 17 October 2020, page 18, line 5, Ms. Cronje then spoke to the deponent in a more informal way, just to let him to be at ease if maybe there was any issue, any problems or problem with him.
Kuloko ke mshusha afundayo uthi ke ubufakazi bakho Ms. Cronje la atshela inkantolo khona ke ukuthi ke wakhuluma ke nawe ukuthi nje uzizwe ke ukhululekile uma kukuthi ke yayikhona inkinga.
Cha.
No.
Ukuphi phela wakhuluma inkinga ngangizomtshela inkinga.
If he had asked or inquired about any issue or a problem, I would have told her.
And Ms. Cronje testified that Mr. Mjiyako confirmed that he was indeed the legal representative of the person that was before me. This we see in her evidence on the 17th of October 2020, page 18, line 19.
Nokuthi impela ke uMjiyako waqinisekisa ke ukuthi ke umele noma ummeli wakho.
Cha wayengangimele.
No, he was not representing me.
Ukube wayengimele ngalesikhathi sengitshela ngicela ukufona ngifuna ukugeza wayezosukuma uwummeli ngempela.
If he was indeed representing me and if he was indeed a true lawyer, he would have then stood up when I told him about my request to make a telephone call as well as to take a bath.
Kwayona ke lo ethiwa ngumjiyako yayizofona ifonela usisi ke imtshela ukuthi lo muntu akanazo into zokugeza akanazo impahla zokushintsha ngoba wathi ngimthunye usisi and futhi okwesibili akangikhombisi inamba kasisi.
And even that person or that lawyer called Mjiyako would have then called my sister and informed my sister, because he had claimed that he was sent by my sister. He would have told her that this person does not have toiletries, this person says that he does not have clothes to change, and he did not show me my sister's number, contact details.
Now, we have already traversed the evidence of Brigadier Gininda that on the 23rd of June 2020, he was called to Pretoria Moot Police Station, where he found a person who introduced himself as Mr. Mjiyako, and that you confirmed that he found him in the cells in your presence, and you confirmed that he was your lawyer. We're not going to revisit those issues.
Asingeke siphinde sibuyeleke kuloko ukutshela nje ukuthi ke bese sindlulile kuloko noma nokuthi bese sikhulumileke ngakho ubufakazi bakhe uBrigadier Gininda ukuthi ke nge-23 zika June 2020 wathola ke ucingo olwalubuya ke e-police station yase Pretoria Moot ukuthi ke lapho ke kwakunomuntu owayefisa ukuthi phecelezi ke axoxisane noma consult nawe ngempela wafika ke lapho uBrigadier Gininda washo ke umuntu lo ukuthi ke ummeli nawe waqinisekisa lokho. Asingeke sibuyele lapho.
Akulona iqiniso lenkosenkantolo njengoba naqala ngangisho akulona iqiniso le.
That's not true, my lord, as I previously said that it's not true.
Ngaze ngabuza nekho ngatshela ikhonantini uma ukuthi ufikile kimi ePretoria iphi incwadi yakhe ngisayinele yakhe ngaphinde ngabuza ukuthi iphi incwadi yase-police station lapha asayina khona ukuthi uzongivisita.
I even asked the court, my lord, if indeed he came to see me, where is a proof from his side that indicates that he came to see me, and also where's the entry from the police station that proves that he came to see me.
Ngaphinde ngathi uGininda uBrigadier ngithiwa uBrigadier khokhe iphoyisa elikhulu iphi incwadi ayisayinile kwayo ukuthi ungibonile e-police station.
And I also said that Gininda is a brigadier, a senior police officer, so where is confirmation that he came to see me at the police station?
Baphinde futhi bathi bona abazali bakufonela e-police station but e-police station khona incwadi inombolo kaMhani kula maphepha ayikho kaGininda.
It was also said that Gininda received a phone call from the police station, but from, on those documents, the number that is reflected there is that of Mokhane, not of Gininda.
Now, you have just confirmed that the police officers left the room wherein you were in the presence of Ms. Cronje, the interpreter, and Mr. Njiako. We just wish to draw your attention to a proposition that was made by your then counsel, Mr. Ngomezulu, on the 20th of October 2023, page 95, line 23, during the cross-examination of Mrs. Cronje, Mr. Ngomezulu. The instruction is that when you took or when you conducted this interview, it was conducted in the presence of the police, including Mr. Mokhane.
Owayengumeli wakho ngaphambilini ke ubaba uMngomezulu washo lokhu ke ekusho kuyena ke uMiss Cronje ukuthi ke ngesikhathi ke ukhuluma ke noma ke uxoxisana naye ke noma uxoxisana nawe ke ukuthi wakwenza lokho amaphoyisa ekhona uMokhane said Mokhane
including Mr. Mokhane.
Ukuthi ke umama lo umlungu wakhuluma nawe amaphoyisa ekhona naye uMokhane.
Masikhuluma ngani mhlawumbe phambi kwekhotha.
Angisho ngalendlela uma ngabe ubaba uMngomezulu wayehloba imibuzo kuyena uMiss Cronje ehlezi la awakusho yena kuyena ukuthi ngesikhathi umama lona akhuluma nawe noma ke kodwa ngale form noma ekubuza ngolokho kulana wakwenza lokho amaphoyisa ekhona njengoba uthi wena amaphoyisa aphuma ubaba uMngomezulu yena washekena wathi ayekhona lapho phakathi.
Ake siphinde siqale la ngithi ukuyisela kuma kwababa uMngomezulu masingena umama omlungu wayekhuluma noMkhane uJonathan la lephoyisa lemduzane nami.
When we entered, or when I entered the office, the white lady was speaking to Mokhane. Jonathan was there, as well as the other police officer was also there. She was busy writing. When they went out, that's when the lady there said, I must sit down. I then sat down, and then in the passage there was this white lady that I'm referring to. But when the white lady was busy writing, they were already out.
So you are distancing yourself from this proposition by Mr. Ngomezulu that when Ms. Cronje conducted this interview, it was conducted in the presence of the police, including Mr. Mokhane.
Ingabe lokho qeda ukusho ke manje ukuthi ingabe ke manje ngokusho lokho uyayiqhelanisa kule yankulumo kaBaba uMngomezulu yokuthi ngalesikhathi umama ebhizi nawe amaphoyisa ayekhona phakathi uyayiqhelanisa kule yankulumo leyo.
Mina ngisho isikhathi sekhuluma nami wayesengasekho amaphoyisa kodwa ngekhathi ngikhona khona namaphoyisa akhuluma umama lo umlungu namaphoyisa.
What I'm saying is when she was speaking to me, the police were not there, but when I entered, she was busy speaking to the police.
Then Ms. Cronje testified as follows on the 17th of October 2020, page 18, line 24. Ms. Cronje, I then started or proceeded with the completion of this document. This is now with reference to Exhibit JJ. That was now after the person in front of me or before me introduced himself to me as Bongani Sandiso Ntanzi. Then I proceeded with the completion of the document.
Emuva kokuthi wena-ke usushilo-ke kuyena ukuthi-ke ubani wase-ke eqala-ke yena manje-ke ngokugcwalisa-ke noma-ke ukubhala idocument lena noma amaphepha la.
Cha, uthi yena angibuka ukuthi lona igama lami lelayo ukuthi ngiyime ngasona engabhekisa inkulumo kuyo.
No, she asked me to look at the name and confirm whether that was my name, not to say that I'm the one who provided her with my name.
Uzongibuza kanjani igama nathi ID yokho into unekiwe?
How was she going to ask me for my name because my ID was there, everything was provided to her.
Now, on page 20, she testified as follows, line 22, Ms. Cronje. After going through all the standard questions, which are from question number 1 up to question number 13, if you look at Exhibit JJ, you'll see that it numbers 1 up to 13. Now, she says she went through the questions, all the questions, and she further testified that she took down your confession. Her evidence was that after going through all the standard questions, which are from question number 1 up to question number 13, as well as taking down the confession where he said everything that he wanted to say, including the page that I am here to testify about, everything or every page was then interpreted back to him.
Uthi-ke emuva-ke kokuthi-ke esebuzeke yonke le mibuzo lena-ke uqala-ke ngoba uma uzobona-ke iqala-ke ku-1 nangu-ke u-1 yona yonke-ke le ifica-ke ku-13 siyofika-ke ku-13 kungamapheji-ke onke nangu-13 uthi-ke esekubuzile-ke yonke le mibuzo lena nokuthi nestatement-ke naso esesibhaliwe-ke ukuthi-ke nokuthi futhi konke wakutolikela. No.
And she says further, after myself and the person with whom I had the interview, as I earlier on indicated that it was Mr. Bongani Ntanzi, every document completed and everything was interpreted back to him. I then requested him, and after he had indicated that he was satisfied, I then requested him to sign each and every page in my presence, in the presence of the interpreter, as well as in the presence of his legal representative, Mr. Ujiape.
Okay, uthi-ke lana-ke emuva kokuthi yena-ke kanye nomuntu loyo owayenonhlolo khona naye phecelezi-ke i-interview nanjengoba ngaphambilini ebeshilo-ke ukuthi-ke kwakuwuBongani Ntanzi ukuthi-ke iphepha ngalodwa noma-ke idocument ngayodwa ibhaliwe nokuthi-ke konke futhi wakutolikelwa. Ngase ngimcela-ke nasemuva kokuthi-ke eseshilo-ke ukuthi-ke wenemeke noma-ke ugculisekile, ngase ngimcela-ke ukuthi-ke asayindeke ipage ngayodwa noma-ke ipage nganye ngikhona ekhona utolika kanye futhi-ke nommeli wakhe umnumzana uMjiyako.
Kanti usekade layo kamaphepha
No, my lord, not each and every page.
phinde futhi silungisela mina Nkosi enkantolo ngamena mmele ngimqashile
And can you also correct this, my lord? I did not have a lawyer that I appointed, my lord.
Your counsel regarding the person who took you to the magistrate, your counsel asked you as follows on the 9th of February 2024, line 31, page 31, line 3, Mr. Ramsepi, the right, and you confirmed that the person that handed you over to Magistrate Grenier was Sergeant Mukhani. Yes, I confirmed that it was Sergeant Mukhani that took me to that white lady. I was not aware that the white lady was a magistrate.
Uma ubuzo ummeli wakho ke ukuthi ke ngabe uyaqinisekisa yini ukuthi umuntu owakuhambisa ke ekusakulela office ke lalo yamama womlungu kwakumukhanye uma uphendula ke waphendula wena ke wathi yebo kwakuyena uSergeant Mukhanye wasuqhubeka futhi uthi ngangingazi ukuthi lo yamama womlungu ke kwakuyimantshi. Yes.
Angithi Jonathan escort umuntu ohamba phambili kwami umhana
Jonathan was escorting me and the person that was walking in front was Mukhanye.
I just request you to turn to page 4 of the Proforma Exhibit JJ.
Yes.
Question 8 read as follows: from the above mentioned questions and answers, it appears to me that the deponent is in his sane and sober senses. The magistrate says deponent very relaxed, calm, maintains eye contact when question is answered. First interpreted, then myself. Then what we want to inquire from you is there's a portion, I request a bath, to contact my family and have an exchange of clothes and to call my child.
Lana ke ku masibuka lana ke ku 8 masibuka ke imibuzo lena engaphezulu ke kanye neimpendulo kuyabonakala ke ukuthi ke umuntu ke ozokwenza ke istatement ukuthi ke use inqondweni wakhe ke ngokuphelele ngilinde ngiqede ntanzi wabhala futhi ke ukuthi nje umuntu ke ukuthi ke wawukhululekile nokuthi futhi ke uma ngabe ebuza imibuzo ke wawungasimuntu obheke eqaleni ngoba eqaleni kodwa ke phecelezi lo ubizwa ngokuthi ke eye contact ubhekana naye noma ubukana naye qala notolika utolika wawumbheka emehlweni naye futhi uma eqhubeka ke wathi isicelo esibhaliwe ke la ngicela ukuthi ngigeze ukuthi ke ngixhumane nomndeni wami nokuthi futhi ngishintshe impahla zogqoka nokuthi ngixhumane nengane yami ngocingo.
Are you saying that I'm sorry? Yes.
manje ikhulumo isinde kakhulu
Yeah.
khona lapho ngiphazamisa ukuhamba isikhathi eside le santi nje ngicela ukuthi uma umfundele by step ngicela ukuthi
Yayibona manje mayigame lento bengade ngicela mina ngesikhathi esiningi. Okay, he's asking me to break it down now. Uthi iqala ngalendlela. Kule mibuzo elana ngaphezulu kanye futhi neimpendulo zami neimpendulo ezinikeziwe kuyabonakala ukuthi umuntu lona okuyena ozokwenza istatement ukuthi usemqondweni kokuphelela ngamanye amagama akukho kumphazamisile ukuthi uma singenza nje isibonelo angikhulumi nomuntu lana mhlasimbe ophuzile ongekho enqondweni ngokuphelele mhlawumbe usebenzise idakamizwa. Yeah.
Nkosenkantolo kube lo mbuzo wangibuza ngangizomtshela mthi angikho right enhlizweni Nkosenkantolo.
My Lord, if this question was posed to me, I was going to inform the head that I was not emotionally, I wasn't well. Bese yaqhubeka ke ithi ke ubonakala ke epholileke ungokho ukuthi hayi ukuthi kwaba umuntu otatazelayo nokuthi futhi ke ubheka ke yena kanye noTolika uma bebuza imibuzo wababheka emehlweni.
Akulona iqiniso futhi lelo.
That is not true, my lord, that I maintained eye contact. Okokuqala bese sishilo ke isicelo ke manje ngicela ugeza ukuxhumana nomndeni wami nokuthi futhi ke ngibe nokushintsha impahla zokugqoka nokuthi ngixhumane nengane yami ngocingo.
Lokho ngamtshela noma umbone ebhala ngithi ayibole to ibhaleke akayibhalanga straight inqola uyibhale la phansi khoma kodwa wayesepitcha le kodwa ngimtshena ukuthi ngisacela ukuthi angifonise ukuthi ngifuna ukufanele abantu basekhaya matshela ukuthi ngikuphi.
It is indeed true, my lord, that I made the request, but if you look at where it is written now in the form itself, it is not written there, in other words, on the lines that have been provided, which means that she was now trying to just squeeze it in there, because I had said to her that I would like to contact my family, have a change of clothes, as well as to call my child.
Now, are you saying this is the sum total of what you said to her? In other words, these requests are the only response that you provided to her questions. As far as the rest of the questions are concerned, you did not provide the answers that appear under those questions.
Asisho kanje angithi lokho kunye uthe cha akusona iqiniso ne ukuthi ubhekana naye ukuthi ke wawuzomtshela ukuthi awukho kahle enhlizweni uthi lokho kona awuzange ukusho kuyena uthi ke la uma siza kwisicelo lesi ukuthi wacela ugeza wacela ukuxhumana nomndeni wakho impahla kanye nokuthi ushayele ingadi ucingo uthi kuzona le impendulo eyibhalela iyona kuphela impendulo wamnika yona. No, it is not an answer. I am the one who indicated to the lady, that lady, I would like to get some assistance. Not that it was an answer or I was responding to a question, but I was now directing a request to the lady being referred to the interpreter.
Yes, we're asking you in light of the fact that you say you did not provide the answers that appear in the rest of the questions. Now, what we want to find out from you is that, is this the only thing that you said?
Lokho esikubuzayo sikubuza ngoba uthi lokho kunye okubhaliwe lana uyaphikisana nakho ukuthi cha akusona iqiniso manje sikubuzayo ukuthi lokho okubhalwe la egcineni ikona kuphela wakusho wena kuyena angithi lokho kunye uthi cha akusona iqiniso. So isicelo lesi isona kuphela owakusho kuyena. Yes, that's the only thing I said to her or I told her. And I did not receive or get the assistance.
Now, if you look in light of your version that you did not, is your version also that she did not ask you the questions that appear from paragraph 1 up to paragraph 13?
Ingabe uthi ke nale mibuzo ebhaliwe ke lana uma sibuka ukusuqala lana ke ku
paragraph 12, sorry.
12. Uqala lana ke ku 1 sizofika ke ku 12 uthi le mibuzo la akaza akubuze yona.
Azange ngibuze ngithi.
No, she never asked me anything.
Angithi mina ngimthole off lapha hleli khona uyasibhalela.
I found her there busy writing.
Nomshini ngapha yakhala abantu lokho ngathi ngokuphuza amaphepha.
As well as the machine on the other side, the printing machine, as if there were some papers that were being printed. She was busy writing, she would be on a laptop. I don't know what was being done.
Now, the answers under each and every question, where do those answers come from?
Manje uma sibuka lana ne kunombuzo bese kuba neimpendulo. Manje ke impendulo lezi ezikhona ngaphansi kombuzo ngawodwa ziqhamuka kuphi?
muhle lokho umama uGonye kade ekhona la.
That's a good question. Ms. Cronje was here
Ngoba uGonye uyasebenza ngale nangazi umsebenzi waleli phela.
because Cronje works with this document. I don't know what the purpose of this document is.
Yeah, are you also suggesting that she sucked those responses out of her thumb?
Ingabe uthi ke impendulo lezi nje ayinalesithupeni sakhe.
Uyalwazi ulwazi leli phepha nalezi phepha ulwazi.
She knows about this document. I know nothing about this document.
Ms. Cronje testified that she got a clean form, this pro forma, from the head of the office.
Yena
Ms. Duplessis.
la nenkantolo wathi ke uma elithola iphepha leli walithola ke kungabhalwe lutho kulona.
Kusho yena mina ngibonanga ngithi.
That's what she said. I didn't see. Not so.
Nomuntu emnika iphepha ngimbonanga.
Even the person who provided her with the document, I did not see that person.
Now, let's look, for instance, Mr. Ntanzi, at what appears under details of deponent's general appearance, mood, and noteworthy observations. On the first page. There's a note, no visible marks on the face or hands. In brackets, I do not want to report any medical conditions or injuries except a heart problem.
Okay, lana ubhale lana ke ukuthi ke wangenayibazi ayibona ebusweni noma ke ezandleni noma ke ukulimala lana ke kubhaliwe akukho engifisa akunasimo enginaso ke ngokwempilo engifisa ukuthi ke ngisibike noma ke ukulimala ngaphandle nje kwenkinga ke noma ke kodwa babu inkinga enginayo inkinga yenhliziyo.
Iphinde ngiphendule kwasenkantolo. Kwasenkantolo ngihlele uhlele etafuleni ungala nangihlele ngabe etafuleni izandla zami zilengele phansi. Uyibona kanjani ukuthi ayilimele?
My Lord, I was seated on this side of the table. She was seated on the other side of the table, and as I was seated, my hands were not like held up. My Lord, I held my hands down. So how did she see that they were not injured or there were no injuries on them?
Ngiphinde ngiphendule leyo uthi nithi ngiyagula nesifo senhliziyo.
And let me respond to the heart problem, my Lord, or where you allege that I have a heart problem.
Inkantolo ngiphendule kaningi ngale answer la ngithi kwasenkantolo angiguli.
I responded quite a number of times to the court on this one, my Lord, and said that I am not sick.
Ngathi futhi ngaba ngusebenza umgodi ube nesifo senhliziyo.
I also mentioned that I would not have worked in the mine, my Lord, or at the mine if I had a heart problem.
Now, do you deny that you mentioned that to Ms. Cronje?
Ingabe uyaphika ke ukuthi wakusho lokhu ku Ms. Cronje?
Akakhulumi lona iqiniso.
She is not telling the truth.
Mina ngisho ikhothe manje ngathi ngiyakudokotela ngoba yelatshi nje ngo1 ngiyakudokotela ngizobuya udokotela asho ukuthi udokotela ndo defeat.
Even now, my Lord, as we are about to adjourn for lunch, and then I'm referred to a doctor. The doctor, the report will come back that this man is fit.
Now,
Ikhona exit yami la uyiphethe akukho ukubhala ukuthi nesifo senhliziyo. Exit emayini ikhona.
The mine or the exit from the mine, or what is referred to as the mine exit, is there. You are in possession thereof. nowhere does it state or indicate that I've got a heart problem.
Now, let's look at Exhibit VV in brackets 1. This is the report of Dr. Hlokwe that we referred to earlier on.
Asibukeke exhibit VV1 ekumbiko ke kadokotela uHlokwe lo besikhuluma ngawo.
Now, on page 1, it says other details. There's a health questionnaire. Then just below the health questionnaire, it says other details. Patient report to have been admitted for a heart condition in 2014 following a mining accident.
Uyambiko ke kaDr Hlokwe uthi ke uma ngabe ubuzwa ke laphayana wamtshela ke wena ke ngenhliziyo noma ke inkinga enhliziyo emuva kokuthi ke kwaba ke nesehlakalo noma ke ingozi eyenzeka emine 2014.
siphinde futhi mina ngisebenza efemini lapho ukuthi mhlawumbe ngizowa khona umshini kufanele ngenze kube ngale mali emali ngabe sibanzi isikhona phambi kwekhona
sithathe ukuthi awusebenze efemini lapho uma kuwa umshini kuzokwenzekani
lapho ngathi khona kuwa umshini ulapho mina itshe manje ngawo liwele kimi ungangibona mhlawumbe ngalami ngabe igobile mhlawumbe ngabe ngafa.
I am not working in a factory or at a factory where, let's say, a machine would fall from the factory. If, let's say, a brick or a stone would fall on me, let's say my arm would have been twisted or I would have died.
Yes, but
manje mina azange ngalimala emgodini ongaqala ukusenza 2009 azange ngalimala emgodini until ngize ngiboshwa 2020.
I've never had an accident at the mine since I started working there in 2009 up until my arrest in 2020.
now, Mr. Ntanzi, the fact is what Ms. Cronje has written down here regarding the heart condition is also what you told Dr. Hlokwe according to Exhibit VV1.
Lapha esikushoyo noma ke esikukhombisa bona mnumzana Ntanzi ukuthi lokhu okubhalwe la uMiss Cronje kwenhliziyo noba inkinga lenhliziyo into wena owayitshela udokotela uHlokwe.
Cha.
No.
Ngiphinde futhi mangikhumbula kahle khona inkulumo kwayikhuluma ecourt ukuthi uDr Hlokwe uthi ngangena kule mama la kube nganginesikhalazo wayezongiqhubekela kuphi phambili kodwa lapho ubhala ukuthi mina ngithi ngiyagula wayengangiqhubekisa ngaphambili ngiyocheck inhliziyo.
There is something that you refer or that you had mentioned to the court that Dr. Hlokwe had mentioned that there were no signs of trauma or injuries, and if he had upon observing me, if he had picked up anything, then he would have referred me to the relevant discipline. So now it's indicated or he indicates that I reported to him a heart or something with regards to the heart. Why did he then not refer me?
No, this is the history that you were giving, not that at that point you had a heart condition, you were giving a history, your medical history.
Izwa kahle hayi ukuthi ngalesi sikhathi noma ngaleli yalanga ayekubona ngalo ukuthi ke wawugula wawungaphathekile kahle. Kodwa ke kwakuwukuthi wena ke wawumnikeza umlando ukuthi ke kwake kwenzeka lokhu ngesikhathi thizeni hayi ukuthi ngaleli yalanga noma ngaleso sikhathi wangaphathekile kahle.
Azange ngimnike umlando kosekatela kulona iqiniso lela.
I never gave him any history. That's not true, my lord.
The court, please monitor. It's almost time for the long adjournment. Can we take the long adjournment?
Okay.